article titled From Sun to Moon, published in the Jerusalem Post in 2009, Dead Sea Scrolls scholar Professor Rochelle Elior is quoted from her teachings as follows. The notion of a calendar set by the sun and stars versus one set by the moon were part of a power struggle whose outcome would affect how Judaism is practiced to this present day. Rabbis promoted the idea which gave human reason and laws a role in shaping the religion, in contrast to the priestly class which believed its rulings to be divinely decreed. For centuries, the Israelites had marked time according to a solar calendar drawn up by the ordained priests put in place by Allah himself, a calendar which follows the pattern set by Allah in the heavens. The priestly calendar was an exceptional mathematical structure that reflects the heavenly order as revealed to Enoch, which is the reason the rabbinic quorum ejected the book of Enoch's placement in the Jewish canon. They didn't want the people to know the truth. Found in different languages, several versions of the Book of Enoch have been preserved by the Church, including the Aramaic version found in Qumran, describing Enoch being brought up to heaven at Allah's direction, taught by angels to read, write, and calculate numbers. He then returns to earth to share what he has learned, including the solar calendar. The priests were guardians of the calendar. It was the priests and prophets who wrote the books that would form the Bible, as well as the books that would become the Apocrypha. Everything the priests wrote was considered inspired because they were, in effect, in direct communication with the heavenly host of Allah, whom they regarded their angelic counterparts. We see this power struggle heightened when the last Zadokite high priest was ousted during the political chaos that preceded the Hasmonean revolt in the 2nd century BC. The Hasmoneans, a priestly family but not of the Zadokite line, installed their own members in the high priesthood. Some of the Zadokites and their followers challenged the legitimacy of the Hasmonean priestly leadership and succeeded from temple service. In a strategic move that changed the landscape of Judaism, the rabbis declared that the age of prophecy had ended and that the priesthood had been severed from ongoing access to higher authority. The rabbis favored a lunar calendar because they saw that it symbolically freed the nation from the sovereignty of the exclusive priestly status and their claim of divine authority, thus doing away with the solar calendar. They wanted to symbolize instead man's share in the determination of time and of his own fate. They declared that human understanding of sacred writings was a legitimate source of authority. The month would now be proclaimed by men scanning the sky for the new moon, many times disagreeing among themselves about the sighting, rather than a monthly reckoning according to a solar calendar calculated for eternity by the very heavens Allah set in place. A modern-day reminder of this rabbinic victory against the very class that Allah set in place as his spokesman can be witnessed outside Orthodox synagogues one night a month when the congregation emerges to pronounce the prayer for the new moon. Now you know the truth. And until we meet again, I'm going to wish you shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.